Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and sorry I'm sounding a little weird because I'm still sick, but I couldn't wait to film this video just because I feel like everybody is going through what I went through maybe a few years back. So just in case you don't know, depression is a chemical imbalance in your brain. And you can be depressed about anything and everything. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to lose someone, or you don't have to go through a breakup. You can be depressed about your life and what you have going on for yourself. So please don't judge people on, oh, you shouldn't be depressed because, you know, you're so young, or you're this age, or you're whatever, because depression does not have a race or an age. So my story is, I was depressed because my first love, my boyfriend, cheated on me. So ever since that happened, I became depressed. At the time, I didn't know that I was depressed, because I feel like when you are in that stage, you don't realize that you're sad, or that you're mad, or that you're feeling a certain way, because you're just like, oh, you know, this is my life, and you're kind of blind, and you don't see the flags and the symptoms and all the stuff that you should notice. So depression is not just about feeling sad one day and then feeling good one day. Depression lasts up to 6 months to a year, and that's how you know it's a depression, because it's a long-term effect on your life. So if you're depressed for maybe a month, it's way easier to get out of depression than for someone who has been in depression for a long time. So depression, it slowly just kills you inside, and I can tell you that because I felt that way when I was in depression. I used to live in my mom's basement, so that's what I would do, just stay in my room and just not do anything. I lost all motivation, the reason to live, the hope and the faith for God, because I was in such a difficult place. So here are some of my lists that I came up with that I think if you're depressed, or if you're getting out of depression, then maybe you should pay attention to these things. And I think the list that I made will help you get out of depression faster. So just keep this in mind. This is coming from a person that have been through a depression. I think everybody goes through depression sooner or later. So here we go. Accepting that you are angry. I think depression is makes you in denial. So when I was in depression, I was like, oh, I'm fine, you know, my life is good, I'll be fine. So I think I forgot that I was upset and I was angry, and I was trying to hold it together. So, and not to let other people see that I was angry, or that I was depressed, or that I was going through something. I wanted to look normal. So I acted like it was okay. I acted like, you know, oh, don't worry about me, I'm fine, you know, even though my boyfriend cheated on me really bad, you know, oh, it doesn't really affect me. Just like trying to be strong. And I think that hurt me a lot, because I was trying to cover all these wounds and all these emotions, trying to cover it down by being stronger. And I thought I was doing the right thing. Well, I have to be strong, I have to get through this, and this happens to everyone. And I feel like just accepting, yes, I was hurt, yes, I am mad about it, and yes, it's okay that I am mad and that I am hurt, because everybody gets hurt sooner or later. So, crying. I think if you are depressed, or if you're going through anything difficult in your life, I think it's okay to cry. And the reason I say that is because I'm a crybaby, and whenever something difficult happens, I usually cry, but people who see me cry, they're like, don't cry, or it's okay, you'll be fine, don't cry, don't cry. Everybody tells you not to cry. And I think that it's okay to get your emotions out, because crying can reduce anxiety and reduce anger. I think it has a lot of benefits to crying. It's just a huge release, and it's just validating that you're accepting that you're hurt, and that it's okay for you to show it to the world because you're strong. It doesn't make you weak. Crying does not make you weak. Crying does not make you a certain type of way, because it's natural and it's normal. Is, I think, getting out of your head. Meaning that when I was depressed, I became like an introvert. That I thought a lot of things to myself. I never said it out loud. I just thought about it. I just think, oh, I'm depressed, I'm sad, I feel this way, that way. And I think it was all in my head. And if you are depressed, you should start thinking about others. Start thinking about other stuff to do, and not just think about yourself. And I think it's selfish to just be like, oh, I'm hurt, I need love, I need this and that. I feel like you should project it on other people. Think about other people. What are they doing? What are they need? Instead of just focusing on yourself. And when you do that so much, it just gets in your head, and then you're just lost in your own thoughts and lost in your own voice. And I think you should get out of your head, get out of the box that you're in, and just think about the world and what other people are going through. And you may be depressed and you may be going through something horrible, but always think there's always someone out there that are going through worse or equal to what you're going through. And just remind yourself not to just focus on yourself. Doing volunteer work, and I think this ties back to my last point. Doing volunteer work, like going to the shelters to help dogs or cats or whatever, and feeding hungry people and feeding hungry women out there on the street. I think it puts your perspective back in focus on what's really important. And you'll realize that you've been so selfish, that you've been so focused on yourself and your needs, that you forgot about the world. There's people hungry, there's people sick and dying in the world, and you're over here thinking, oh, I'm depressed, I need this, I need that, I'm sad, I don't want to care, blah blah blah. So I think just change that mindset of, there's people out there dying, there's people out there who doesn't have what I have, so I should be appreciative. And I think, and it's not gonna, change your mindset like that. I think slowly you start to realize what's important and what you need to do and what you need to be focusing on. I think you should change your environment. I think if you are depressed and you're feeling sad, look at your environment, look at your room, look at what your friends are doing. Your friends, who are you surrounding yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with people who are negative, people who are not really your friends? And one thing I'll say is, when I was depressed, I told you I was living in the basement. So I never saw the sunlight. It was always dark in my room. It was always cold in my room. And because it was the basement, I didn't have a lot of decorations up. So I would always be in my bed. And I hated going to my room, because I would never leave my room. I would just stay there, just on my phone or just in my bed sleeping, just not being productive. Not seeing the sunlight is really damaging to your depression. I think it just puts you in the mood for it. And now I have a room on my own with windows, with lights. And now I wake up happy because I see the sun. I know it's time to get up. I know I have a lot of things to do. And I feel like when you don't see the sun, you never know when it's morning or at night. So you're just like, oh, whatever, you know. I used to sleep all day, believe it or not. I used to sleep all day, and I used to ditch all of my classes because I was depressed and I just didn't want to do anything. I thought it was pointless. I woke up at like 12 every day and I would do my makeup and I would ditch my morning class because I didn't want to get up, and I would do my makeup, go to class for my evening class, and then come home and act like I went to school all day. And so I thought, who am I cheating? So we moved to a different house, and now I have a room, and I just said it helps you to do more. It helps when you see the sunlight, and when I have a pretty room like this, even the color is prettier. And sorry guys, my camera was acting up a little bit. As I was saying, please check your environment. Surround yourself with beautiful and positive things, the things that you love, and even the color of your room. So keep your mind on that. And my last point is keeping yourself busy. And I think if you just are in your room and doing nothing, you think of negative things and it just gets in your way. So please plan your day. Have a planner or a schedule, and if you have anything to do, go work out, go to the gym, go to the pool, you know, get a pedicure or something to make you happy. And working out helps a lot because it clears out your mind and you're not focused on your thoughts. And it also, your body naturally creates these chemicals. It's called endorphins, I think. I might be wrong, but that helps you kind of stay positive. And when you're depressed, you lack endorphin, so you stop working out, you eat more, and you start to gain weight, and you know, have acne or skin problems. So working out is key. For me, that helped me a lot. Everything that I told you will help you, and if you think if you have any other suggestions for other people, you can also write it down below. And yeah, right now I'm in a really good place. My depression was about 1.5 years ago. It takes a long time for depression to kind of go away. It takes a lot of process. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's taken me 1.5 years to get out of the year-long depression I had. So it's been 2.5 years since the last time I was really happy with myself, and I don't regret anything. I don't regret meeting my first love or my boyfriend, but I think I needed to go through this, and I learned a lot about myself and about other people, because before I was depressed, I never really understood what depression was or what other mental illness, how serious it can be, because I was like, oh, depression is just something that somebody made up, or because I've never experienced it before. And now I know that depression is a real thing, and you don't have to be a certain age or a certain person to be depressed. You can be anyone. Little kids get depressed, teenagers, mid-20s and 30s. Life has a lot of stages, so you can be depressed at any stages, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I learned a lot about discipline and pushing myself, because you have to want it for yourself. Nobody else can tell you, be happy, do this, do that, and you'll never do it. You have to want happiness for yourself. You have to want to get out of depression. You have to want it more than anything for you to do something about it. And I can sit here and tell you do this, and do that, but you know, maybe you're not gonna get out of depression. So decide on whether you want to get out of depression or even acknowledge that you are depressed, because that is the first step to getting out. You have to recognize that there's a problem, and then you can fix the problem, and then you can look back and kind of try to improve. So I think these tips helped you. I hope that nobody's depressed, but people go through things, and we all, you know, go through depression and anxiety and all of that. But it's okay. You can get out of it. There are, you know, you will get through it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then, you know, share this video to someone or on your social media so that other people who are depressed can see this video, and maybe it'll help somebody. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.